Friends, hello, welcome back. How's your guys' day going? Hopefully well. We're talking Buffalo Sabres. We're talking rebuild here. We're going to see what we can do with these bad boys. We got a challenge ahead of us if I had to guess here. Just taking a quick look at the cap space. 13 million. Well, hello, Buffalo. Let's talk about it. All right, so 13 million. You know why? Because Darlene's sitting there chilling on a nice, crisp, cool 0.925 million contract. I didn't realize he hasn't been paid yet, so he's due to get paid this year. That'll be an interesting one to see how that comes out there, I guess. Eric Stahl, we have Ristolainen again, another friendly contract there, 85 overall, 5 million player there. Jeff Skinner, not so friendly contract there, 9 million, really expensive there. Sorry, Jeff Skinner, just, stating the facts here. Yuka Haru still on the entry-level deal as well. We got 3 million on Cody Miller? Colin Miller. Oh, that's close. Okposo, another guy getting paid too much. So, even though this team's got, the good thing with Buffalo here is, well, first of all, we just did a sim and they won a Stanley Cup in a season mode and we didn't touch their team at all. So, you know what? The standards here are pretty high for us, I'd have to say. But the thing I like about Buffalo is they got a lot of younger guys on entry-level deals here. So even though we're sitting here looking at bad contracts of guys that are 2 million, 1 million, that probably ain't going to play, Tage Thompson being a guy that probably won't play when we get done adding some players here. They got a lot of cap space to work with, though. I think we need a goaltender. I didn't even think of that. We'll see what the goaltender situation looks like here real quick before we look at these lines. Yeah, I'll leave that off. Goaltenders. We're talking, Omark and Hutton. So if there was an area we could use some work, definitely the goaltender. This man's got the role of a backup goalie, and we need a starting goalie. 19 and 14 last season, that 9-14 save. So we didn't actually do that bad last season, in all fairness. But when you only play that many games, you don't get the high overall in this game, understandably so. So we're talking, I think we definitely got to look at Olmark as, he's got the potential to be a starter, but I don't think he's going to work out for us when we're trying to win a Stanley Cup. So we'll look goaltender to probably improve there. And the bottom six definitely needs some work. Lazar needs to make something happen. Oh my goodness, Tage Thompson's on the second line. I was just talking about making that guy trade or getting rid of that guy because he's a 78 overall. He's got a power forward in him though. That's always a bonus. Can we make the power forward work with Tage Thompson? Oh, we don't have to. Kyle Okposo is a power forward too. So we're talking Okposo, Stahl. We can pick up a sniper for that second line. Where's Olofsson? Oh, you know what we're going to do before we start this? Always got to remember. I'm just going to put a big old post-it note somewhere. Write it down. Like, check out the contracts and make sure you got the guys that are RFA'd signed. Because, again, it's so weird this year just going straight into things without having it. So what do we have here? So Reinhardt needs paid. Actually, there's our sniper right there. Speaking of guys, and that's going to really... Oh, man, yeah, I love you guys, though. I'll give you credit for that. The nice thing is these guys are getting RFA dirt cheap money. Olofsson's another guy as well that's going to get... Olofsson's 25. I always thought he was a lot younger than him, being completely honest. Middlestat, Elite 21. He is... I don't even care if we sign him or not. He's not going to play or not. Why waste the cap? Sorry, Middlestat. I didn't mean it. Oh, wait, 79. I thought it said 71. Okay, 79. That might work, actually. Elite, we got to make that work. Oh, yeah, entry-level deal. Entry-level? What is this here? Disrespect. They want Middlestat to take a entry-level deal. Crazy. You know why? Or minimum, I should say, but that's because he was over there in the CHL, it looked like. So let's get those guys real quickly simmed up and assigned to the team here, hopefully. And that's going to, remove some of that cap we were just talking about having there. We'll be down to probably, about 9 million, 8 million. That's if these guys want to sign here. They're RFAs. Happy to accept. Thank you, Middlestat. Olofsson, thank you. And I said CHL. That's their AHL team. Rochester, is that who that is? Rochester, Buffalo? Am I thinking right? Extremely happy to accept your offer. Thank you, Sam Reinhart. So it was good doing business with those boys. Real quickly, we will call those guys up. Why they got sent to the AHL? I guess because it's in the preseason? I don't know. But here we go. Bring these guys up here real quick. You. And we will send down. Just make it simple here. Gone, and gone. Yeah, that'll work. Call them up, send them down. I do it every time. You expect. Because, typically when you go through... Yeah, well, best lines. Typically when you go and, they bring up a notification like that, it's like, oh, you don't want to do this, and you have to hit up to confirm it. It's the complete opposite for that. Instead of hitting cancel, it says confirm right off the bat. So here we go. Reinhardt, Skinner, better. Olofsson went straight to that first line, so that makes our team look a whole lot better now. Olofsson is a sniper, playmaker and Eichel, sniper and Hall. So we definitely, I like the idea of Olofsson. Ooh, he really fit on that second line. I was going to say, I like the idea of him, but I don't like him with two snipers in that first line. We might put him first line. Skinner, you are here. That's great, but we're more worried about Okposo. Who would it be? Reinhardt? Stahl, which one fits better here on the second line? They are practically identical. And we'll put Okposo up there instead of Reinhardt. This team's actually got some serious depth. in all fairness here, I mean, as far as an overall standpoint, I think that top 6 is solid. We're going to have Reinhart bottom 6 in it here a little bit. I don't know if I like that. Maybe Jeff Skinner goes there instead. Let's take a look at the stats here. Skinner says second line's where he prefers to be. Who is currently there now? Olofsson? Is that where Olofsson wanted to be too? Yeah, everybody wants to be a second liner. Everybody wants to play with Eric Stahl. I respect it. Except, you know, Eric Stahl, he doesn't really want to be there. Jack Eichel probably wants to be a second liner too. Of course he does. How nice would that be to move Jack Eichel here and +5 that line? Oh, that'd be beautiful, but we can't because it's Jack frickin' Eichel. Okay, Buffalo, but you got Taylor Hall in first line. Who wants to get froggy today? Jack Eichel's second line, Taylor Hall first line, +5 the second. Oh, no. Oh, baby. I don't know if we can handle that. Jack Eichel would go there. We're talking Eric Stahl. I still think we get a power forward, maybe. I don't think we can swallow that Thompson deal. No, we can't. Not that low. Is there any other power forwards on this team? You get a playmaker in Reinhart, Eakin, two-way, playmaker, two-way. Yeah, so we're good there. I feel like it's going to be the defense we really need to work on. I'm sorry, Jack Eichel has to stand at first line. We're just +3 this line instead of that's a +5. How do you turn down that +5, baby? We could actually put, can Reinhart play center? Like Goodley? Goodley, perfect language. 74 compared to Stahl's 79. So it's not a big drop there. You still don't want your first line center probably playing that few minutes, but it would work. We don't have to do it though. It's not necessary. We're going to be careful with that though. I really like seeing that +5. I'm a chemistry salute. I can't help it. Darlene Ristolainen in that first line there looking good. Yeah, we still don't have an update in here. I think EA said they was updating soon, but we're still not there yet, unfortunately, as far as the chemistry is concerned. But they notify, or they noticed it at least. You know, they realize, hey, you know what? We're supposed to have chemistry for forwards on defense. The defense isn't, I was going to say it wasn't that bad, but the bottom 2 pairs are both around 80. I would like to boost that a little bit. I think first and foremost, we talk goaltender here, and probably Reinhardt's actually a center, so why do we have him at the wing when Eakin is currently yeah, he's about the same there. Better center, actually. We'll leave him there. I think we got to look at some bottom 6 guys for this team. Really wouldn't mind a power forward if I'm being completely straightforward here. Maybe we get rid of a guy like Jeff Skinner. I don't think anybody's going to take Jeff Skinner. Maybe we get rid of a guy like Okposo. If we move Skinner here to still +3, yeah. Or actually, wait a minute. What do we got here? +3, what in the heck? Okay, so we have Hall. Hello. Stahl. And Olofsson. How did that +3 that long? What am I missing? Sniper, playmaker, excuse me? I've never seen that in a chemistry game before because they're not, I mean, they have a good line fit, but not the great. We'll see how that works. That could be huge. You get those 3 in the first line, Eichel, Okposo. We could actually make this work. And then you talk about, again, we still need the bottom 6 guys, but we're going to need a goaltender. I think we start with worrying about just a middle of the pack bottom 6er. Do we go to free agency? Did we go to free agency in the last video? I don't remember now. I want to try to mix it up, you know, try not to do the same repetitive stuff. Well, there's some doozies out there, but those are RFAs. I'm sorry. I seen Pierre looked at ball and is like, never mind, that ain't gonna work. So we'll look at, we went to UFAs. Hoffman's out there. I think we signed Hoffman or Bufflin last time. Actually, no, was it Hoffman or one of them we tried to sign and they said no, but we won't touch Bufflin because he doesn't want to play anyway. Char is an 84. That would be a really nice addition, actually, right there. Two-way defender. I think we talk about adding Chara. That's got to happen, I think. And maybe even Vatanen. We could go straight free agency for this team's defense here. Chara, Vatanen, two-way offensive defender. That's a problem there. I want to see you just fit in the top 4. Wouldn't mind having an offensive defenseman in a defensive defenseman combo. Right now, it's not looking like it's in the cards here for us. Again, real quickly, though, I got to make sure that this cap space is working right now, because I do recall we just made those RFA signs. We have 8 million. Okay, so still a lot to work with. Too bad there ain't no goalies in free. Actually, is Braden Holtby in free agency? Holtby, let's talk to you, buddy. You know, we're gonna be using this free agency all year for these rebuilds, because the NHL thinks they ain't gonna play hockey until, like, you know, next freaking October. I hope they get it going. Hopefully they can figure something out. It's going to be tough, but I mean, they got a plan, and they got more of a plan, I should say, in mind here. The Canadian teams up north, the way they're separating things. I think they're worried about the fans thing, aren't they? There's, you know, that's a lot of money they're not raking in there. Gary Nov, would we say we was going to sign overall? These are not UFAs. Hang on a second. I got distracted there. We are talking, what, Chara and Vatanen? I mean, that's just as cheap as, yeah, we'll go a little bit up on Chara. There you go, Chara. And we'll say Vatanen. I'm worried about Vatanen. He does fit on his team, though. From a chemistry standpoint, they said top 4. It's not scouted well, but it says top 4. He's getting 86 defensive awareness. The passing rate, so he can help get the puck up. No question about that. The defense is average, which will work. I think we try and batten into the Buffalo Sabres. That'll be our 2 signings, I think, maybe. Now, let's go take a look at some goaltenders here. That's going to be the difficult problem we run into. I wanted to see how much our current goalies went for. We never took in or looked into that. That's what we wanted to see. When I seen that goalies overall, I wanted to see how much they went for. We ended up just looking at the overalls. Anyway, we'll get to it here in a second. Goalies. This is going to be hard because I don't imagine anybody wants to trade their goalie, do they? It doesn't look like it. Does it show it on this screen? I have no clue now to think about it. It might not. I don't want to go elite. These are some expensive goalies. I mean, we got the best goalies in the league showing up here. We're going to look at goalies. I would say we want an elite goalie. That's the thing. We're going to try goalie making. Wow, you could really hit the ceiling in a cap this year. It was, what, 13 million before? We're going to say goalies at 5 million a year. Where is Braden Holtby? Oh, right there, Vancouver. Okay, that'd be the ideal one because EA said let's give him an 88 after those atrocious seasons, but they still hold great trade value on Braden Holtby. But you got to do what you got to do to win games, don't you? 2 seasons, 4.3 million. Laner Anderson. I think that's where you'd look. It's just Jorkin's an 86 overall. Are you kidding me? My goodness. I can't believe. That's how good this guy is. EA rarely. I don't remember the last time I seen a rookie goalie come into a year with an 86 overall. I don't remember I seen a rookie goalie with an 85. It is super rare for a rookie, especially when it didn't play all season, to get an overall that high in an EA game. He played 12 games. No, he played 25 games. He played 20, what? 8? Oh, we're looking at both seasons. Yeah, he played 12 games. Rarely. And I mean rarely. You got a better chance of getting struck by lightning, I think, than EA giving a goalie that played 10 games and 86 overall. They must have heard of him, I guess. I don't know what happened. That's crazy. Carter Hart, for example, is getting the same overall right now. It took him a couple years. Binnington, it took him a couple years, even after the outstanding season, to get that kind of overall. But anyway, here we go. What are we looking at? I think we're going Braden Holtby. We got to try the Holtby out over here. Braden type. We'll see. I mean, I imagine these guys ain't willing to wheel and deal, but they don't really have a choice. We got to get a goal over here in Buffalo. We got to try to win some games. We got some trade value on the boys. So look at this team. Middlestat even has some elite trade value. That could help this team out drastically here. As far as the goaltenders are concerned, they do not hold trade value, period. We're going to send you one. No, I know you guys like Carter Hutton. It was such a good signing for Buffalo. They was big on it when it happened. I don't know if they're feeling the same now. I got a nice looking trade value on that. Or trade, whatever you call that thing. Value on the trade meter for this team. I think we have it on, it's still basic medium. I'm afraid to go to hard because even when you have that kind of trade value, they still don't want to send the player over. But again, it's always something to listen to your guys' feedback on here when it comes to these trades. So Holtby, Hutton. I don't think Holtby should have been worth that much in the first place. So I mean, I guess the trade makes sense there. You are completely barking up the wrong tree. That is unfortunate because the cat wanted the dog. Oh, we're not completely barking up the wrong tree. We dropped a couple draft picks and you said take it. All right then. So goaltender Braden Holtby, welcome to the Buffalo Sabres. Are you in the system? Where in the heck are you? Okay, we're just gonna know. I want to edit the lines because I don't want to. What do we lose? An AHL? Oh, look at the +5. Oh, +3. What did we lose? Oh, goaltender. Duh. I was gonna say, why are we missing something? Holtby, welcome to the Buffalo Sabres. I hope you enjoy your stay here because we are winning a Stanley Cup this season for these boys, and it's going to be a good old time. So we got the 2 defensemen. Are either one of these defensemen defensive? No, they're all two-way. We'll see how that chemistry lines up when we bring those other 2 signings in. But again, we need, I want to say we go bottom 6 here. Who would be the one to get rid of? Is it still Eakin? 79 faceoffs, 84, 86, 83. Power forward and Thompson, 79, 80, 42. We're talking on the defensive stats here, by the way, just rambling off numbers. Like, where are you getting those from, bad boy? 83, 87. No, my goodness, we didn't just refer to ourselves as that. It didn't happen. I think it's Middlestat, honestly. You don't put the playmaker on the bottom 6. It just doesn't work. That's the thing. And he's got no face-offs. We might just, I don't want to play too many games and, you know, hurt ourselves there. But we might play a couple games and see what happens there as well. Middlestat's got some nice trade value to help these guys out. You pick up the goaltender, you pick up 2 defenders, and you already have Taylor Hall added to this team. I mean, there's a lot of reason to believe this Buffalo Sabres team can make some noise. Especially with the chemistry we got in that top 6. That is filthy. Here we go. Let's get these out of the way and see if they take our contracts. This is going to be key, too. We're going to make sure we have defensemen. They're thinking about it. Extremely happy. Welcome, Char. Welcome, Vatanen. Good to have you to the, or great, happy, whatever the word we're looking for is. Happy to have you on the team, boys. Let's take a look and see what that would do for this team here real quickly. Bring these guys up. That should help. the defense drastically. I would expect 84-83. It's a solid second pair. The question is, how well do they play together? So we're talking, you're gone. Thompson is still, we are running out of, we got to move some defensemen. That's the problem. Yokoharu, we got to see which one of these defensemen. Can we call these guys up straight up? Oh, we can. Oh, sweet. Oh, you know why? Because we know, as I said, we traded that goalie, but we traded a goalie and got one back. I don't know how we had so much space on the bench, but hey, if they're going to allow us to do it, we're going to do it. Maybe it's preseason. So let's take a look here. Yokoharu, are you the one that's got to go 87, 86, decent, 85, 87? I think you're the better defender than Colin Miller right now. Not as quite as good on the offensive side of the puck, which may not be a big concern on the bottom line. So we're going to swap you out with Chara. Chara, you go there. And we'll talk McCabe. How you looking? 85, 85, 86, 84 in the passing. He's a two-way guy. That's what he does. Same there. I like Montour better than McCabe. So we get rid of McCabe. Or do we get rid of yeah, we might get rid of Yokoharu out there. I don't want to get rid of him because he's young and I feel like he belongs in his team though. We might go McCabe. McCabe is what, 26? Still not very old himself. I was waiting for it. I was gonna say, what is he, like 20 himself? See how that works out. So we're gonna go Sammy Vatten in there. And we're gonna go Vatten and Char on that line. Didn't hurt the chemistry, which is fine. Wasn't worried about that. Was just worried about boosting up that second line a little bit, which we just did. So there's that. And then we have Ristolainen and Dahlin. I think it's a solid team. Again, the bottom six could use a little bit of work. If there's ever an area, it would be that bottom six. I think we try to get a center here real quickly, actually. Do we get rid of Eakin for a center? We don't really need to. We have Reinhardt right there. That's the thing. I say get rid of a center. But I do not like the playmaker down there. We're going to see how that line plays. We'll give it a game or a couple weeks, I should say, and see how those guys play. I got a good feeling about this. But again, we've mentioned it. Admittedly, we've struggled with the franchises early this year. I'm starting to hear from more of you guys about it, too. I think it's just really, the sim engine is a lot more random this year for whatever reason. Like we said, the Buffalo Sabres won a Stanley Cup in our season mode the other day. We've seen the Blackhawks up there a lot of times. The Kings were making playoffs. A bunch of teams that just had no business making playoffs were up there. I mean, I guess you can see the Blackhawks, Kings thing because they have a couple solid players, but a lot of their, teams are getting older and their depth's just not there. But we'll see how this goes with the Sabres. 1-0 to start the season, 2-0, 3-0. Oh, these boys are buzzing early. You'll love to see it. L to the Colorado Avalanche, so overtime dub there. Heading out west. Guys are looking great. 5-1. Maybe we don't need to update that bottom six. Maybe it's made to have them 79s on it. Looking good there. W again. Oh, my. Okay. 7-1. Wasn't expecting this kind of start to the season, but we're going to take it. We're going to take it, and we're in second place. We've lost two games all season. It's the Blue Jackets. You got to lose to the Blue Jackets. There's some else. You were just waiting for it. You wanted to see the balancing act to get an idea. You start hot, you cool off. That way we can take a look at how these guys are playing. I wasn't expecting to lose 2 in a row to Oh, my. Too much for that hot streak. 7-5-2. Wasn't expecting to lose 2 in a row to Ottawa. That would have been nice, not that, but Jack Eichel is going off. Absolutely off. I forgot to mess with the power plays. I apologize. There's just a lot going on. I forget about it all the time. Eichel, Stahl, Reinhardt, Taylor Hall. That looks good. Middlestat, Thompson. Okay, that line. Why is that a +3? Power forward, playmaker, power forward, sniper. That's what does it? Oh, you know why? Because they have 2 defenders back there. Or they don't have a defender back there. Is that why it's a +3? That can't be. It is. Wow, you get a +3 chemistry when you get rid of a defender at the power play unit? Would have never guessed that. We're not going to mess with that. I'm a little bit worried about the, repercussions of shorthanded goals. Looking good there. It was the penalty kill. Eakin, Jurgensen's, whatever. Ristolainen, Montour, Okposo, Ryder. Is Ryder even playing? Did I miss him? I guess he's playing 9 minutes a night. I didn't even realize he was on the team. Good for him. Okay, we're fine there. So back to the starting lineups here. First line +0, +0, +0. Second line +6, +8, +7. So we're good there. 10 points out of Okposo. Again, 21 out of Eichel, just completely killing it. Jeff Skinner's having himself a day as well. The first line's been, point per game. So we're looking good there. Point per game players. That's what you want to see. See how the bottom six is doing. -2 out of Reinhardt. -3 with 4 points. Again, that was the concern. What was going to happen with Eakin, and he's a -3. -5 out of Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson is clearly the struggle boat on that line right there. He's the first one to go, it looks like. Thompson and Middlestat at a -3. Again, Middlestat might be a stud down the road, but right now he's 21. And see, that's what bothers me though, is making that trade for Middlestat and getting rid of him, because I know it's like, it's a guy that's you expect him to be a piece of this offense in the future. And you don't want to get rid of him, but we might have to. We have to get rid of Thompson. No, Thompson's got to go. We're going to look for a bottom six guy. We might get rid of both of them. We could pick up 2 guys We might even wait. I don't want to wait till the trade deadline. Let's say wait till the trade deadline. We didn't look at the defense. Hang on a second. Let's take a look at how these defenders are playing. We have a abundance, should we say, of defensemen. -2, -0. That is a thing. -0, +4. Okay, they're looking good. Perfect. That's great. Okay, so let's go and see what we can find from a bottom 6 standpoint here. That is not the screen we was looking for. I think we want to look in the 82 range. Now, these guys obviously too expensive and not really necessary either. You're going to look in bottom 6 here. David Perron. Why do I always think Perron's a lower overall than he is, and he's got this filthy good overall in this game. He looks like a solid piece, though. He fits so nicely. He only wants to be a first liner, though. That's not going to happen. So Perron's a negative. Gallagher, two-way guy, all penalty killing units. I don't really mind. I guess we're not worried that much bottom 6 about the chemistry, but he's a -6 on his season. Not a fan of that. +3 out of Ryan Strome. He's a playmaker. Not going to happen. -1 out of Suzuki. No. 7/8 for Raquel. Raquel, oh, he stands out. He could be the center too, but he's a playmaker, and I don't really feel it. No, Thomas, maybe 12 points out of Robert Thomas. Look at him go off early. Two-way forward. How many minutes is he playing tonight? 13. He's just having a hot start this season. I like what's going on there. I like seeing that the two-way guy. How's he looking from a stat perspective here? Besides those, we're looking 24 shots, 1 power play goal, 3 power play points. So he's been getting some power play time. That's why the minutes are up a little bit there for him. But he is currently sitting at 7 giveaways, 6 takeaways, which aren't terrible stats, I don't think they're right. We'll take a comparison to, I don't know, Denault or something here. And he's talking 12/10. Raquel is a positive player. Somebody who's a negative nasty down here is Gallagher. That was a bad on a negative there. We'll see how he's looking there. 3 giveaways, 5 takeaways. He's actually playing better defensively. Maybe it's just a bad line he's on right there. I do like Thomas. Thomas looks good. Yamamoto's killing it. He's got to be playing with McDavid and the boys with those kind of stats right there, doesn't he? 5 giveaways, 4 takeaways. He's playing 22 minutes tonight, most definitely, so we can't look at those stats. He's getting carried there. Olofsson, that's our player. Okay, -1 for Verona. Nice to know we can trade for ourselves. Hintz, is he not playing? Why is Hintz not playing? What's going on here? Hintz, how come you're not playing, buddy? They don't like you anymore or what? Did they demote you to the not so likable table? I don't know. 81 face-offs, 84 shot blocking, 88 stick checking. I would say winner. Let's go, Hintz. What you got here for us, pal? 3. Oh, entry-level deal. Sure. Oh, he's still an RFA, I think, ain't he? Yeah, that's what it is. We're going to try to make it work. We'll sign that RFA. We'll make that happen. Let's go, Dallas. You guys don't want to sign him. We will. What kind of money would you like? All of it? Dylan Cousins out the door. Worth it? Questionable. Yokoharu, is he playing right now or did we bench him? One of these guys we benched when we didn't. Yokoharu, yeah, he's playing. Okay, so we got to look at... I'd like to free some cap up here if we possibly could. The problem is, yeah, McCabe could be a guy we could maybe move, possibly. I'm so afraid to move our average defenseman in case somebody else struggles. And it's like, oh, we can plug one of those guys in. Those guys have, like, literally the same defensive stats. They actually do have the same defensive stats. But I'm afraid to move one of those guys and then get hurt. But I guess we could go Miller. Miller's not playing, right? Yeah, he's not playing. $3 million a year. In case we need to open some cap up, we're going to go Miller. And as far as what else we got laying around here, we'll go draft picks. Don't want to pay a lot. Maybe a second. I thought we was going to get him cheaper than this. We're not, though. A second and a third for Hintz plus Miller. Send it. Oh, okay. Sure. All right, so Hintz is now a Buffalo Sabre. I think we did good there. I feel like we did all right. That's an upgrade from Thompson. We might need to go even deeper than that. It would be nice, though, if I'm being quite frank. It'd be nice to wait to the trade deadline, maybe look for some guys. The thing with the trade deadline, we've always brought this up, is once you get to the trade deadline and you back out, you're kind of screwed, where you have to take it. Once you back out, you can't, make a second trade or whatever, the day's over with. Where are you, good friend? Not UFA, RFA. Hintz. Here we go. Let's make this work, Hintz. You want... Oh, 2.2! It said 0.8 when I was looking at the paper earlier, pal. Try to squeeze that in down there. We'll give it to you. We're feeling generous. We got to look at that. We'll give you 2.2. We're going to have... Is that right now? 5.4? Is that before he signs that contract? We might have like $3 million left in cap space. We moved $3 million, though. So that should be accurate, I would think, there. Even after offering that guy money. So we'll give him a chance to accept that, just like so. Thank you, Hintz. We'll see how that works. W against the Montreal Canadiens along the way, so that was nice. Hintz moving himself to, I want to say, the third line. Unfortunately, Hintz, I hope you're okay with that, because Tage Thompson is all but gone from this team. So we're going to go, what is he, center? Center. No, he's a left wing. I didn't think so. Left wing. Nope, he doesn't play anywhere. He's currently sitting in the AHL. Fall for it every time. There we go. Brought him up. Should be good there. 83. The chemistry's not there. I don't know why it went down. I guess Thompson fit there. Well, oh, Reinhardt's the one that doesn't want to be a third liner. I understand you don't want to be a third liner, Reinhardt. That's just kind of how it's going right now for you, though, buddy. -2, 10 points. He's getting power play time still, I think, right? I believe he's on a power play somewhere in here, and that's why you see those. Let's see, yeah, 4 power play points. I don't like having Reinhardt on the 4th line either. I really don't. But right now we have no other place for him, the way we got these other lines lining up. Hintz could be a big addition here, though, I think. Center, left wing, he is the better centerman when we view their Hintz. There you go. Egan, Almidostad, and Ryder's another guy that, I don't know, maybe because he's older, I just want to see. He's only 27. I don't know why I thought he was older than that. 21 and 26. It's not that it matters. Middlestad's clearly the one struggling. I don't want to get rid of him. I don't, but he's going to have to go. Middlestad, you're going to have to go if we keep struggling, pal. We're going to see if that helps this team out, though, and play some more games. Real quickly, though, I want to take a look at the standings. 8-5-2, sitting in 4th in the standings on a wild card spot. Point percentage not worried. The goals for is great. Yeah, the goals against 2.88. That can't be happening right now. That's a concern. Again, we're going to have to go bigger on the defense, maybe. I mean, actually at 2.88, we're 3rd best on the division right now. It's just been a high-scoring start to the season by the looks of it there. Power play's been stupid. That's not even fair. 36.1. That's why we're early in the season. The penalty kill's been great. The one thing we didn't see was how is Braden Holtby playing? I feel like the one reason we never go after goalies is because it's just so random how they play. And Holtby is 9. Exactly. Why is that not better than 88? I feel like every goalie in this game. Now, again, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know what your guys' goalies are looking like here. But they're right around 905 to about 912, 911. Every season we sim up, we're right around 905 to about 9. It's really 908 to 911. It seems like it's the money-making area right there. Every single sim. But here we go. Let's go ahead and get to, I don't know, let's get to January. Why not? Let's get to New Year, see how we go. Vancouver, what you got? Big fat W. You'll love to see it. Tampa sit on down. Imagine if NHL actually had the correct schedule in there for this shortened season. How crazy would that be? Look at this win streak, though. All right. Boys are feeling it. 6 games, 7-point win, 7-point streak, 8-point streak, 9-point streak. Buffalo is cruising to the top of the division. 18-5. Did they lose? Hang on. Hold the phone. Yeah, it's December. It's fine. It's Christmas time. Santa's watching. You guys want to let other teams win. I get it. You're trying to feel generous. But did we lose in the month of November? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. There was an overtime loss. They got a point every single game in November. Not a single regulation loss. And that's a lie right there. What am I looking at? The first 2 games of the season. That was the first 3 games of the season. We tried, though. We tried to lie our way to it. It just didn't quite work out there. It's just what this team's capable of, clearly. Here we go. Central Scouting Rankings. Glad to see we still don't look at those. Someone commented it or tweeted it the other day, and I was a big agreeance on it. Get rid of the notification pop-ups. We don't need them, especially, and he brought up a great point. You know, if you go in, you want to go do something, you want to leave your controller and just sim up the scene, because it takes so long to sim. It literally takes, what, 15, 20 minutes to go through a full year of just about 10, especially when you get deeper into the franchise. But if you want to go do something, you can't, because 2 weeks later there's a pop-up and it forces you to. It'd be nice to be able to, just walk away from your screen for 5 minutes. You got to do something, watch Sims, come back, be where you need to be if you hear them dang notifications. But here we go. 27-11 Buffalo. Been playing some solid hockey here. Lost to the Carolina Hurricanes, but a big W against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're just going to keep on going. The team's hot. Team's got 29 dubs. We're going to bring her straight up to the deadline. We'll just see where everybody's at. No reason to mess with things when they're playing the way they are right now. The Bruins could settle down a little bit, though. Currently first in the division. I'd like them to start losing some games. When do we play them next? We get the Blue Jackets next after the long All-Star break, and we're going to start with an L. Not what we was looking for there. Chicago got to beat them. Not going to happen. Not today. 31-13. How about the Minnesota Wild? They said, yes, sir, take the W. Carolina, we've been torching Carolina, it feels like this season. It's a beat up on the Red Wings. Needed that to happen there. Another win streak. The one thing this Sabres team's been doing, and you want to see them do in playoffs, is get on a hot streak. They get on a hot streak, and they're just tough to beat. They'll win 8, 9, 10 in a row. Lose 3 or 4. That's the way you want to see it, though. 38, 14, and 9 heading into the trade deadline. And Eichel's killing it. 79 points in 61 games played. Jeez. That's got to be leading the league right there. That is ridiculous. 79 points. For an EA Sim game, usually, 98, 99. We've been seeing it scoring a little bit higher this season so far, but still, that's tough to do. So that's impressive. Tampa Bay's missing playoffs. Ottawa, or not missing, but a wild card team. Ottawa is too. Again, the Sim engine. We love it here. Always a big fan. 3.5 for the Bruins. 3.62 goals per game. Holy smokes. Chemistry is cruising right now. 2.49 goals against, so that's better too. And the penalty kill has been in the 89. Power play's been ridiculous, still sitting at a 30%. The entire league we're sitting at second. It's the Bruins. The Bruins are in our way right now. The 38-14 Buffalo Sabres. Do you dare mess with this team? We're the second best team in the league. And you never want to adjust a roster and just make moves to make them. I imagine his first two lines are cruising right now. Yeah, looking good. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. 52 points. I forgot Taylor Hall was up there. So we got point per game on two lines. That's why. We got Taylor Hall and the Eichel thing. It worked out, and it worked out really well. 49. Okposo, the one-time goal scorer, is just like, you know what? How about 7 goals and 42 apples on the season? I thought he was a one-time goal scorer. Look at me talking over my head. Yeah, he was right there. 27 goals in 2013. He hasn't really come close to that since, by the looks of it. But still, it's working. The 85 overall there. How's these lines looking? +2, +5. Reinhardt is still a negative player, but he's putting up the points. He's putting up the points, helping his team score goals. Ryder's a +0. Middlestat +1. And Jurgensen's is killing with a +9. I say we leave it. I think that's the way to go here. Positive on the plus minuses for the defense. The bottom line of Yokoharu and Montour are just killing it. +21, +20. Love to see that. How's Holtby? Up to the 919. That's what scares me. Holtby's 919. Is he going to do that the rest of the season? What happens if he goes down to a 911 or 912? Is this offense going to be able to handle it? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm looking, we got to try to remember overall, it's not just all about the overall. 79 still winnable, and we still have Hintz and Reinhardt. I mean, it's, we got the 379, 78 there. But besides that, everything's looking good. I think we're going to go. We're going to send it from here. Do we enter the trade deadline just to see what they got? We might as well. Let's go ahead and take a look here just to see if there's anything out there that we're interested in. I can't imagine that there is, but if somebody's like, hey, no, we're not a seller. All right, okay, cool. Whoops. Hope you guys are interested in, us rejecting everything. Hey, Taylor Hall, that's our player. That's our guy. Top of the list. We're selling him. Johnny Tays. Somebody signed Bufflin? Did they? Yeah, the Kings did. And of course, they're sellers now. Yando, Couture, Binner. PK's out there. 85 overall. That'd be a nice addition to the defense. How's he been looking? PK, how you been doing, buddy? I'd like to see the stats here. Can we not see the stats? Apparently not. Okay, we'll look right here. 9 million a year. Never mind. That's not going to happen. -2. Sorry. I don't even care. I know you're on the Devils. I'm just afraid to mess with it. We can't mess with the good thing here. I feel like that might be it. You overstack the team and they start not sin properly here. So we're going to end it right there. This Buffalo Sabres team, I'm hoping, I'm praying this is the answer here as we head into the playoffs. 38-14 right now. We don't need to crawl in. That's all that matters. Philadelphia W. Pittsburgh, tough team. Toronto, tough. Losing a back-to-back against Toronto, though, that's going to happen. Top of the division, the Buffalo Sabres. It is a slugfest between the two right now. They're against Colorado. It is a tough stretch for the Sabres to end the season. Look at the teams these guys got to play. Carolina, finally going to lose with them. St. Louis, tough team to play. Toronto, another tough team, picking up the W there, ending the losing streak. That's what this team's done really well, is curbing the losing streak and not letting it get too extended there. The Detroit Red Wings, a team that should be all but sleeping at the end of the season. That should be 2 games you win, and you did not win that one. Got to beat Ottawa. There we go. Ottawa, playoff team still? Playoffs? Ottawa? Where you at? I don't see you there. We'll look here in a second. Lost to the Detroit Red Wings, though. 48-23-11. A good season. That is what? 107 points. Oh, goodness. We had to draw the Tampa Bay Lightning, though, in the first round. That is not what you wanted to see. We'll take a look, though, real quickly. Just barely. Eichel did finish 100 points, though. Good season for Jack Eichel there. 89 out of Skinner, 38 goals, 48 by Skinner and 40 by Taylor Hall. That's what happens when this team scores goals like they were this season. 3 guys were at 38 plus. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We had to lead the league in points, didn't we? Jack Eichel, please. Being up on them second liners. 102. Get out of here, McDavid. Thinking you're good at the game and stuff. Look at Ian continuing to give this guy like he's Ovechkin out here with 55 goals. It's awesome. The thing you got to do to get to a guy that high in overall, I guess. Buffalo Sabres. Yeah, let's take a look here at the standings real quickly. Yeah, right at the top. How did we end up with... Oh, my gosh. Look at this division. 107, 105, and 102. It should be safe to say if Buffalo can get out of their own division, they can win a Stanley Cup here. But can they get out of their own division? That is the question of the day here, it looks like. Every other division. What did the Metro do? There's a couple teams with 100. It's weird the simming this is. It seems like there's a very top-heavy league going this year, I guess. Well, let's take a look at this Tampa Bay Lightning's team real quick. See what they got here. Any sort of changes that we should be knowing about before we head into this series? We'll take a look here. Tampa. How you guys been doing this year? Decent, maybe. Kaloran, Point, Kucherov. All right, still solid. Gord, Stammer, Palat. Yeah, Sorelli, Yosef, Goudreau. Coleman, fourth line in it. Coleman, all right. McDonough, Hedman. Yeah, looks like we're not seeing too many changes here. Foot over there. How has Vasilevsky looked this season? We're talking stats that we cannot see here. 906, there it is. What I tell you, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And that's why the team struggled here. 906 save percentage. They'd probably be a Stanley or first in the division else. Nonetheless, let's hope Vasilevsky's struggles continue here. And these Buffalo Sabres can take care of business here in playoffs. Let's go. Game number 1. It's going to go to the Buffalo Sabres. Game 2 says, hello, Tampa. Come on down. What do we got in game number 3? W. Overtime winner. You love to see it. Game 4. Tampa at type. 3-1L. Heading back home against Tampa in game number 5. What can happen here is a W. It has been a back and forth series so far. If the Buffalo Sabres can take one on the road here, though, we're going to the second round. The answer is no. We're going to go, instead of the second round, we're going to go into a game number 7. It has been a back and forth series. Yeah, well, send me a affiliate game. Why not? Sure, let's do it. But it's get out of this division, man. You get out of this game and you get past whoever you play in the second round and things are looking good. But can you do it? Right now, Kucherov, Coburn, and Okposo with goals in the first. Going to the third period. It is 2-1 Tampa Bay. Buffalo needs to get a goal here. They are on the power play. Could get nothing going though. Some big saves by Andre Vasilevsky. An even bigger one there by Braden Holtby. But there's a goal. That could be the dagger. Coming right back, actually, is Rasmus Dahlin on Vasilevsky. This team still breathes some hope, and the game's tied. The Buffalo Sabres have come all the way back. Dahlin says, let me put the team on the back, boys. 2 straight goals, 5 minutes left. This Buffalo team is still breathing life. All the momentum heading into the third. There's the goal. Taylor Hall, Ryder. This team is pouring it on Vasilevsky now. 5 goals in just under 10 minutes. Buffalo said, kill shot. ×3. What a way to end it. The Buffalo Sabres down 2 goals, third period, and they just poured it on once they took the lead. Going to the second round against none other than the Boston Bruins. Going to be another tough one. Fought them all season long for that first place spot in the division. Have no fear, though. The Buffalo Sabres are here. Home ice advantage, 2 first games. Heading against Boston. Let's go, baby. This is our year. This is our year in Buffalo. Let's go. Game 3 in Boston. Uh-oh. Boston. I don't know if you hear that. That's the dustpan. We just got it out of the closet. And they want us to put it back. Okay, that was very anticlimactic. Let's go. Game 5. W. Carolina. Carolina took care of business, too. You mean to tell me every game in the playoffs ended in 5 games? That's crazy. You know what? We played actually early because we should have played one of those days. You would have thought, but we didn't. So maybe that had part to do with it. Carolina Conference Finals. This team's got to be looking good. How's Carolina looking? Team winner of this game here, or series, I should say, is going to the Stanley Cup Finals. And we could be coming home potentially with our first Stanley Cup of the rebuild series so far. Tuvo, Aho, Niederreiter, decent. Seshnikov's up to the 87 overall. He's probably been playing stellar. Great postseason, 66 points in a regular season. He's got 14 points in 11 games in a postseason. Looking to win himself a Conn Smythe. Nachos has been progressing well as well. 11 points, 86, fast over there. So they got a bona fide top 6 as well over there. The bottom 6 is stupid good too. Jordan Stahl, Trocheck, and Dzingel, 3 guys also averaging a point per game. So this is a team that has been scoring the goals. Make no mistake about how they've been winning their games. Their offense has been dominating so far. The goaltender is James Reimer with the 904. Mrazek with the 913. So why is Mrazek playing less? He's only played 1 game. They got Reimer in net though. We got to take advantage. Reimer's been allowing goals so far this postseason. We got to score some on him. All right, here we go, Carolina. What does your 41 win team have in store for us? W. Way to start it. Big overtime winner there. An L in game number 2. Let's control this Carolina team. I know they're sick, But Braden Holtby, you're supposed to be one of the highest overalls in this game, and if you could please make some saves, that'd be great. There we go. Much better. 1 goal allowed there. Love the defensive struggle. W. Here we go. Game number 5. Chance to end the series now. Can we do it? Carolina says no. Overtime heartbreaker. Gotta win game 6. Gonna lose it. This is gonna go to a game number 7. For the second time in playoffs, the Carolina Hurricanes, or the Buffalo Sabres, I should say, find themselves in a game number 7 Stanley Cup playoff final appearance on the line. Here we go. 0-0 after 1. Let's get the second out of the way. Buffalo jumps out to the 2-1 lead. Ristolainen and Brady Shea. Was that Shea? I think that was Shea. Goals, defense. Let's take a look real quick. I feel like I just completely botched that. Eric Stahl and Ristolainen. Where Brady Shea was for Carolina there. But again, is this going to be another, game 7 where the defense puts this team on its back? Carolina says, wait a minute. Gardner, speaking of defense, on the back, scores the goal for Carolina. It is 2 apiece and a close one. Buffalo Sabres power play. Please score. Or not. That's cool too. Okay, Buffalo. Whatever you're feeling like. Big save by Braden Holtby there, though. 2 in a row, it looks like they're straight in the crease, doing what he can to keep this team in it. Buffalo's just got to put some goals up. Look at the shots. What is Reimer doing? He's playing out of his mind. This guy is killing it right now. A complete, utter dominating period by the Buffalo Sabres. And look at this. Look at the shots. James Reimer just said, this is why we're starting, buddy. This is why we're starting. Here we go. How do I sim up the next period? I'm afraid I always get nervous. I'm going to hit the wrong button and end it. Here we go. Let's go. Shot 0 apiece. Buffalo once again all over James Reimer early. And the game winner goes to the Carolina Hurricanes. Unbelievable. Andrei Sashnikov from the point. Okay, Braden. You just watched James Reimer carry the load. And he's like, let me let it turn in from the point. That's going to end it. Game 7. Carolina. Buffalo. That stinks. You get out of that division, you think it's clean sailing, and the Carolina Hurricanes, the 41-win Carolina Hurricanes are going to go on and win the Stanley Cup. Unreal. That team was not built for play. They just outscored teams. It was solid, but I just don't feel like it was built for playoffs. Jeff Skinner would lead the team in points with 23 in playoffs. It doesn't even matter, though. We lost to the Carolina Hurricanes, and that was supposed to be our Stanley Cup. Art Roston McDavid, Memorial Martian, Hudman, whatever your name is, the Norris, Lafreniere, okay, Nate Chalice, good for you. Bishop got the Vezina, so we didn't bring home the Vezina. You don't even deserve it, Holtby, not after that performance. Get out of here. Masterton, call us a little bit salty. Selke, O'Reilly. I want to know if anybody's seen somebody other than Ryan O'Reilly win to Selke in the first year of a franchise. I don't think it's happened. Ted Lindsay going to Marchand, the Maurice Richard and McDavid. So yeah, we brought home no hardware, unfortunately. But that's going to wrap things up. We made a run for it with these Sabres. If you guys enjoyed this video, I'd always appreciate you consider subscribing and liking. You never have to. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.